Hello, 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 everybody. So this is straight from Freedom Live Stream Academy in 2023. We're going to go over the Beach Trader Bot Foundations by Lonnie Beach Trader Boswell. And the things that we're going to go over today is the Beach Trader Bot Foundations. We're going to go over the bot disclaimer, the history, basically the creation to the updated versions. We're going to talk about back, forward, and live testing that the bot's been through, explaining, what is back testing, what is forward testing, what is live testing. And, we have human testing, historical model testing, auto computer and virtual server trading test. And then we're going to go over understanding the signal, understand the importance of each part of the Telegram bot signal. So the bot disclaimer: by using Beach Trader Bot, Robot Trader, and website, you confirm that you have read the disclaimer, that you understand it, and that you unconditionally agree to be bound by it. Investments in securities, commodities, currencies, derivatives, and other investment options are speculative and involve high degrees of risk. You could lose all or a substantial amount of your investment. You should carefully read all related information regarding any investment and consult with your advisors before investing. The bot does not list and does not purport to list the risk factors associated with any investment. The past trading performance of any trading program or instrument discussed herein is not indicative or a guarantee of future results. We are not a registered broker, dealer, or an investment advisor. Services and information we offer do not constitute personal investment advice. No representation is being made that any stock, currency, or commodity will or is likely to achieve trading profits or trading losses, as predictions, by their very nature, are distinct from guarantees. The bot and website is designed for educational purposes. You must trade and take sole responsibility to evaluate all information provided by this bot and use it at your own risk. All trading information we provide is intended as trade assistance and education only. All trading strategies are used at your own risk. None of the content published on the website or through Trade Signal constitutes a recommendation that any particular cryptocurrency or crypto token asset index, portfolio of cryptocurrencies, forex, stocks, commodities, transactions, or investment strategy is suitable for any specific person. The website bot owner shall not be responsible for and disclaims all liability from any loss, liability, damage, whether direct, indirect, or consequential, personal injury, or expense of any nature whatsoever, which may be suffered by you or any third party, including your company, as a result of or which may be attributed directly or indirectly to your access and use of the website bot. Any information contained on the website, your or your company's personal information or material or information transmitted over our system. We make no guarantees as to the accuracy, thoroughness, or quality of the information on this website bot or any message posted on it. Some of the information may not be relevant to a complaint compliant with the laws, regulations, or other legal requirements of your country or residence. It is your responsibility to determine whether, how, to what extent your intended use of the services and website bot will be technically and legally possible in the area of the world where you intend to use them. You are advised to verify any information before using it for any personal, financial, or business purposes. The website bot contained and the services may be modified at any time by us without an advance notice or reason, and we shall have no obligation to notify you of any corrections or changes to any website content. The information contained in this website is not intended to provide legal, accounting, tax, or specific investment advice. If such advice is required, the services of a competent professional advisor should be sought. Well, that's our disclaimer, you guys. So tell your friends, this bot is going to change your guys' life. Let's go to the bot creation, how it really changed my life. Now, whenever you create a robot, it's basically software that can trade, that can predict what to do, that you could put, your trading strategy in, and it will alert you to every time the strategy comes up. So the first thing we had to do with me and Jan, Jan, he's a genius programmer. I'm the Beach Trader Lonnie. And The first one we're going to talk about is the bounce strategy. And the bounce strategy was created by me. It's the strategy that I invented. This is Lonnie talking to you guys. But the number one thing that we had to do planning. It took us a lot of time to plan. It took a lot of time for us to analyze, number one and number two. We basically put my brain on a block, chopped it up. He asked all the right questions. I knew my strategy. I've been teaching it for 3 years. So I knew exactly what my strategy was doing, and he broke it down and he made it so he could basically design, number three, design and implement a system to where software will basically take trades, alert us to trades. And then we got to the point number four, implementation. We put a bot together and we put all the ingredients into the programming. And then that's when the strategy basically took off. And then we're ready to test it and integrate it and make it better. We tested it for months and months and months, put all this together. When we were at stage 5, we were probably in this about 7-8 months together. And we started testing it. We started doing back testing, forward testing, live testing. And then we noticed different things. So we corrected some things and made it better. We're always trying to get a higher win rate percentage. And so we were testing it like that and integrating new thought, new theory on stop loss, take profit, risk versus reward strategies. What day is the best day to trade? Like Monday is the worst day that the bot trades. So we just said, hey, we're not going to trade on Monday. And so it's very simple when you could look at, the back testing of years. We back tested about 5 years. We found out that when COVID started, that's not a valid year. So we started testing 2 years. So what we would do is do a 24-month test out and see, if we can get up to 80-90%. And we started getting 90% every time. And so we knew that we were very efficient. And then it's to maintenance. We got to always, do maintenance to the robot. One of the things that the robot does is it has these mathematical calculations. Jan is a genius. He's a mathematical genius. And he does these mathematical problems, man, to where, I used to be a math teacher and I didn't know what this problem was. I didn't know how to solve it. But sometimes a bot actually calculates 0 divided by 0. And when it does that, sometimes it might shut off and not give a signal. And then you just have to migrate all the information over. It's one simple button push. So when it turns off, that's because it divides 0 divided by 0. We couldn't find that in the software. We've been looking for it. And so, and now it's not doing that as much as it would do it before. Sometimes it would do it like every other day. It would shut down for like half an hour until I pushed the button. So that's a great thing. So we're always in this cycle of planning, analyzing, designing. And, bot 1 came into existence in 2001, the planning, analyzing, design, implementation started in 2002, testing, integration 2002 to current, and then the maintenance from 2002 to current. We have it on TradingView and we have it on Telegram signals. Then we invented the Beast Trader bot number 2. Same thing, but we started after we had number 1 planned out, analyzed, and designed, and we went to basically bot 2. I said I wanted a little bit different. I wanted a little bit more of my exact way that I trade and the exact way my brain works. And we started figuring out my brain worked a little bit different than bot 1. The way that my brain works and the way that I've been trading for, 18 years is bot number 2. Now, bot number 2 isn't currently on the Telegram signal. It's only on my TradingView. And that's the way that I trade. And I trade with you guys at night. And that's, the one that I show you guys when we jump on the call and show you guys how it's been going. It's a little bit different than bot number 1. And it's a little bit different than bot number 3. Bot number 3 is an amazing invention. And basically bot number 1 and 3 are almost the same. But bot number 1 looks at the trend, looks at ranges, looks at consolidation within 6 candles. And bot number 3 looks at 12 candles at a time. So sometimes you'll get the same trade on both of them, but you're not going to get as many trades with bot number 3 because it's looking at 12 candles instead of 6. But they're both very accurate, over 90%. And that's why I give you guys bot number 1 and number 3 on the Telegram signals. Bot creation. This bot right here has changed my life. Me and Yana also invented this, but this bot number 4 has a bounce strategy and a super trend strategy. And those are the only 2 ways that I trade. And I created both of the different strategies. So bot number 4 is an auto bot. And we came into planning that in 2022. I just said, how about if I don't have to push the button anymore and everything can trade for me? And that's how I trade now. And this happened throughout 2022. And now, you know, I have it on TradingView. I could put it on the Telegram signals pretty soon. I will. But this is an algorithmic trading. It's an auto trader. And it's only based on the 30 and 60-minute candles. And we only are going to trade US 30 with this bot. Now, I could take the bot and make it trade all the stuff that anybody would want it to. But for my personal auto trading for me and my kids' accounts, it only trades US 30 at 30 and 60 minutes. It passes the test really quick on Search Trader, and it gets us in a profit month after month after month. So this right here has basically changed my life to where, you know, I could do feed homeless people throughout San Diego, do food distributions throughout San Diego. I feed about 2,000 people a week with groceries, 3 bags of groceries. Then I go and I feed homeless people, about 600 people, 300 people a day, usually 2 days a week, clothes, and I provide services for them. And also I give them dog and cat food. So with this auto bot, it has changed my life, and it's going to change a lot of people's life. Right now, I'm working on actually buying a bank in Puerto Rico or creating a hedge fund to where people can invest, and this bot just automatically trade their money for them and give them a profit, and maybe give them, you know, an 8 to 10% profit return on their money monthly, which is unheard of. So that's what where we're at right now with bot number 4. I also have a bot number 5 coming out too, but we'll talk about that later. Backtesting. Well, what is backtesting? Backtesting is a general method for seeing how well a strategy or model would have done ex post. So backtesting assesses the viability of a trading strategy by discovering how it would play out using historical data. If backtesting works, traders and analysts may have the confidence to employ it going forward. Strategy has been backtested through 8cap software and MetaTrader 5 software. So the way that I do my backtesting, there's a part on MT5 and on 8cap to where you could go and look at the historical aspects of your trading. You could set up a trading strategy and then you could backtest it year after year after year. We found out the best backtesting happens within 2 years because that's the economy that we're living in basically right now. And so with the bot number 1 and number 3, and number 4, it did about 90% over January to this January. Last January to this one, that's 12 months. It did 90.2%. And if you go back even further, if you go back 2 years, it's at 82%. 82%. Okay, for all the strategies that we're talking about right here. So, well, what do you have to do with backtesting? First, you got to define the strategy parameters, and that's the bounce strategy is, you know, 1, 2, 3, and the bounce in the super trend strategy is only in bot 4. So backtesting involves precise practice, so it doesn't require you to deposit and risk live money. So this is all demo and not demo, but back testing, to where you're just looking at the history of a test. Specific with financial, market, and chart timeframes, the strategy will be tested on. For example, you need to decide whether you are planning to focus on a single share or currency pair or a variety of markets, as well as how long you will collect the results for whether these are recorded over a 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, or 10-year historical period. Each choice will provide different results and information. And so what I was back testing is US 30, and I would back test gold. I really haven't back tested the other 4 that we trade, like Bitcoin, Euro USD, Euro Japan, and USD JPY. But I noticed, you know, when we're doing beta testing and live testing, that it works basically the same at a 90% rate. But the 90% rate is you can only test 1 or 2 at a time. So it wouldn't be feasible to test 6 different pairs at the same time. All right. Begin looking for trades. You can go back in time and look for trades from a year, a month, or a week in the past, depending on how far back you wish to go. Well, with the software, it does that for you. You don't have to do it on paper or anything. Okay. It's going to analyze the price charts for entry and exit signals. So with the bot, I have to put an entry and exit. I have to create a stop loss and I have to create a take profit system. And that's what I did. And that's how I can know, how much it would make over the year. And how good the win-loss ratio is. Because with the bot that you guys have the signal, you guys have to determine the stop loss, and you guys got to determine when you want to take profit. To find gross return, record all trades and tally them up. This should include both winning and losing trades. So I do. I look at the losing, I look at the winning trades. To find net returns, you have to deduct also the commissions. So it automatically deducts the commissions. It accounts for all the trading costs related to the trades from the gross return. The net return is a profit or loss over the specific time frame. Get a percentage return over the whole period. Compare the net return to the capital required to make the trades or your exposure. So this is the serious part of the whole bot. The bot's been tested on back testing. Before we even took a trade, we were back testing so much. I mean, we went back 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. Then we determined 2 and 1 year is the best time to really go back. And then we started looking at each trade that lost. The trades that lost, we would go and we spent months just looking at bad trades that basically would lose. And we would say, well, how do we make it so we don't take that trade? And so we would have to, bring another thing into it, a different part of it, right? The trading bot has 4 things that always have to happen. 4 things have to automatically happen. And then 3 things outside of those 4 things, 2 of those 3 things out of the 3 have to happen too for it to take a trade. So this is very unique, very different, very thought out for years. Forward testing. Let's go over forward testing because I don't think a lot of people understand what forward testing is, and everything should be forward tested. So forward performance testing, also known as paper trading or demo trading, you guys, everybody heard of that, provides traders with another set of out-of-sample data on which to evaluate a system. Forward performance testing is a simulation of actual trading and involves following the system's logic in a live market. It is also called paper trading since all trades are executed on paper only. That is, trade entries and exits are documented along with any profit or loss for the system, but no real trades are executed. So I actually do the paper testing where I write down, I took the trade, I looked at it, and I put down, in a journal. But the best thing to do is to do demo trading. Demo trading is already there, it's live, and it will tell you if you're going to win or lose, and it will mark up how much money you have in the account, how much you don't. So I advise everybody to do demo testing every now and then on their strategy. An important aspect of forward performance testing is to follow the system's logic exactly. Otherwise, it becomes difficult, if not impossible, to accurately evaluate this step of the process. Traders should be honest about any trade entries and exits and avoid behaviors like cherry picking trades or not including a trade on paper, rationalizing that I would have never taken that trade. If the trade would have occurred following the system's logic, it should be documented and evaluated. Now, the way that the bot takes trades, even on the back testing, see what I'm saying? If you look at the day, like we look today, we kind of did a back testing when we look at the trades that happen for the whole day today, but that's also live testing because we could have took those trades live today. It's not something that happened a year ago. We could have took those tests. So what I do every day is look at the back testing and forward testing and live trading all at once for you guys to evaluate a true bot and see if it really wins or not. Live. I don't cherry pick any of the trades. I just look at all of them and I record the ones that are the best. Many brokers offer a simulated trading account where trades can be placed and the corresponding profit and loss calculated. Using a simulated trading account can create a semi-realistic atmosphere in which to practice trading and further assess the system. So I want you guys to all have a demo account. You can get a demo account for MT5, but if you just get it from MT5, you're not going to be able to trade gold and BTC. So you guys can get a demo account through Surge Trader and you'll be able to trade just like it's real, but not losing any money. Live testing. Well, what is live testing? In real-time trading, the order is filled according to market dynamics on bid and ask prices, taking volume into account. The order may not be filled in real-time trading because of insufficient volume at the broker. So what does live testing mean? It means that we're trading every day. It means that we have an academy. It means that people own the bot, basically are licensing and taking trades with it. You know, I beta tested this for a while, and we'll talk about that. But in real-time trading, a strategy will monitor and respond to real-time data on tick-by-tick basis. A real-time and historical data comes from different servers. Even if the same data vendor is used, there can be differences in real-time data and historical data that affects the strategy calculation results. Now, that's why we all use Surge Trader. We all use 8cap, because 8cap is a different broker than another broker, let's say. And so if you use another broker, gold might be at a different price, or BTC or US30 might be a little different price. It might, you know, cost a little bit of money to take a trade. So all of us on our academy, we usually tell people the best thing to do is to use Surge Trader. It's a great, you know, advantage over everybody to all be doing the same thing. So let's go over BTB. That's the Beach Trader Bot 1, 2, and 3. Have all been live beta tested for over 6 months to a year. BTB 1 and 3 have been tested with tremendous success from over 7 experienced traders with high win-loss ratios due to taking bot trades. Over 100 new traders have beta tested the bot and have raised their win-loss ratios. These stats were taken from beta testing through Freedom Livestream Academy that produced many testimonies based on the success of them trading with the bot. But BTB number 2 has been live tested by master trader Lonnie Boswell, Beach Trader. Using the BTB 2 on TradingView has allowed me to relax and not have to look and mark up the best bounce trades. Now I can just wait for the signal from the bot on Euro USD, US30, XAU USD, which is gold, BTC USD, which is Bitcoin, Euro JPY, USD JPY, crypto, stocks, commodities. I have traded them all with the bot. I have an overall 90% win-loss ratio since using the bot for over a year. Now, Yan and I made bot number 4 that has changed the game because it uses a bounce strategy and super trend strategy that I invented and trades throughout the day only the best trades on the 30-minute and 60-minute candles for US30. I am now able to make money multiple accounts for me and my kids without even pushing a button. Glory to God. So let's go over what is this signal. BTB, the Beach Trader Bot Telegram signals. You guys have to know what you're actually looking at, right? Let's go over this. Number 1 is BTB 1.0, and it says candles, minutes. Okay, these are minute 5 and up. This is the bot that's going to predict. This is bot number 1, and it's going to predict 5 and up candles, signals, okay? And then those are the little graphics that Jan like, the face with the money, tongue, and all the cool stuff he put on there. But so 5 minutes, you know, it's going to take different time frames. And then we have the Beach Trader Bot number 1 that's only going to do 1 minute, because you're going to get a lot of 1-minute trades, okay? Let's look at the first thing you're going to see is sell or to buy. Okay, as you can see where the arrow's at. Okay, and it's going to give you a setup, and that's either to buy or sell. Then it's going to give you a 3-point or 4 points. Bounce strategy point system. 3-point is actually a 6-point trade. So once you understand the bounce strategy, a 6-point trade is actually a 3-point on this bot. And a 4-point is a 7-point trade. They're basically the same thing. 6 and 7-point trades are on average for the last 4 years on live Zoom training calls were 90% win-loss ratio. And so you're going to only get the best of the best trades, and that's it. The 5-point trades that are not listed, they are about an 80% accuracy, and I don't put those on there. I just want you guys to get over 90%. And that's why I got, you know, different pairs so you guys can trade throughout the day. So right here, in the middle, Euro JPY, which this arrow's pointing at, the bot trade 6 different pairs: Euro USD, US30, BTC USD, XAU USD, USD JPY, and Euro JPY. This is important because to make a trade, you have to trade the right pair that the bot calls out. These 6 different pairs are traded over 95% of all trades taken on a given day. So I'm only picking the best trades that everybody in the world trades, all the banks, all the governments. 95% of all trades are these 6 trades. And probably it's like 90% of all trades are Euro, USD. So the other ones are a small percentage, but so be it. And let's look at the period. The period is very, something that you really have to understand on these periods. So you're going to have 1 minute would be period M1, M5 is 5 minutes, M15 is 15 minutes, M30 is 30 minutes, H1 is 1 hour, H4 is 4 hours, and D stands for 1 day, and that means the candle time frame. This symbolizes the candle time frame the bot is looking at to take the bounce trade. So the more the time, usually you should stay in a trade longer. So the more the candle time is, the more you need to stay in this trade longer. Okay. On average, with back, forward, and live testing, we found out that the average trade should last for 1 to 3 candle lengths and the period time of the trade. So if it's an M15, you should be in the trade for 15 minutes to 45 minutes. If it's an M5 trade, you should be on average in there 5 minutes to 15 minutes. Let's say it's a 1 hour trade. You should be in that trade 1 hour to 3 hours. So you guys understand, you're going to take whatever the trade is on the candle time, and you're either going to be in it at 1 candle length or 3 candle lengths on average. Sometimes you could be in a trade for a whole day. Sometimes you could be in an hour trade for 5 minutes if you get enough money and you're ready to get out. Just remember, on average, through back testing, forward testing, live testing, the most profits are going to happen within the first and third candle time frames that you're in. Okay, entry is very important. This is something that people don't really look at too much, but the entry number right here where it says entry, it gives you the number that the market is currently at, or where the best position is on the candle that you're taking the trade. So the entry number is very important, because if you get a candle that is already counting and not brand new, the bot predicts the best entry for a trade based on the current candle. This can hurt you on bigger minute candles. Try to get in the trade at the bot entry number. So let's say you're at a 1 hour trade, and let's say, it's at the 50-minute mark. That means 50 minutes out of that candle has taken place at a 60 minutes, and it might tell you to buy, but that might have already happened. It might have already went up, way up. And so it's telling you an entry that's down lower. So you should probably avoid that trade. So everybody needs to understand this. This is one of the things that new traders that use the bot trade don't really understand. The higher the time frame on the candle, the more you have to make sure it's precise. Now, where is this? Every time it's on the hour, like right here, it says 12 p.m. Every time it's on the hour, that means that it's a fresh candle, brand new candle. And so that entry is going to be the same as, is predicted on this entry level right here, if it's on the hour, right? And then now you got to determine, if it's a 5-minute candle, the new candle is going to start out at, 12:05, 12:10, 12:15 on the 5, every 5 going through the hour. Okay. If it's a 15-minute candle, the new candle is going to be at the 12, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45. If it's a 30-minute candle, it's going to be at the 12, 12:30, and then 1 o'clock, right? If it's a 4-hour candle, then you got to know when the 4-hour candle started. If it starts at 12 o'clock and it tells you at 2 o'clock to take a trade, that means you might be 2 hours in a candle, and it might not be so good as it was before, right? It might not, it's not dependent on just being at 12 o'clock. And if it's on a 1 hour or 1 day candle, you got to find out when that 1 day candle started, so you could predict, like, if you should get in it. It might be, 12 hours late in the candle, and it might give you a bad position. So the closer that the entry is to where you get in the trade, the better you will be off. And then the last part is the time. Very important. It just looks like, it's telling you what time the trade came, but that's a very important part, because it has to do with your entry and the length of the candle. and how long the candle's been alive. Time should always be taken into consideration. Closer the time is to the candle start, the better, because the entry will be precise. On the hour, it is always lined up with the best entry. So on the hour, the 5 minute, the 15, the 30, the 1 hour, you're always going to be precise entry, right? On the 4 hours, it might be different. It might be not on the same hour. On the 1 day, it might not be on the same hour. So be careful of that. Try to get in the trade at the close to what the entry is, okay? That's something that you guys need to know about. And I believe that is it for today. Yes, we are. We're done for today. All right, you guys, we're done for today. So I'm going to turn off the recording.